Hey, this is C&D channel. I'm Chris. This is Dave, and this is MMA for you. We're going to be doing our predictions for Strikeforce, Marquardt versus Saffiedine, which is going to happen on January 12th on Showtime. What do you think about the very last Strikeforce show, man?
Man, this is it. After this, we'll close the shop. Done. No more. People are gonna move into UFC or other jobs.
Yeah. Even the women are gonna get into the UFC, man.
That's pretty
crazy.
exciting, no?
Yeah. This card itself, a couple mismatches here and there, but a couple competitive fights as well. Let's get started, man.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Nate the Great Marquardt fights Tarec the Sponge Saffiedine.
Saffiedine.
Oh, Saffiedine?
I'm calling the upset here right now.
Really? Okay.
Well, you know me. I always call upset. Well, the reason I like Saffiedine is he has. I mean, beside the wrestling and the BJJ. I mean, not saying he doesn't have a good BJJ. It's not as good as Ned, but he has really strong defense. Takedown defense. So I think Ned will have a hard time to take him down. But on the standout wise, he's very technical.
Oh, okay? He is.
I'm not saying he has a KO power or anything, but his technical can wear you down, and he, as much as Ned try to, take him down, which is gonna waste a lot of energy, he's really good at it. So good defense, good offense, somebody I would like to pick.
Nice. Actually, that's a good case for Saffiedine, I gotta say. But I got Marquardt. Lots of experience. 32, 10, and with 2 draws, 9 wins by KO TKO, 15 wins by sub. This guy's fought like Anderson Silva. He's fought in the UFC as a top fighter. He's a current Strikeforce welterweight champion by knocking out Tyron Woodley. One of the coolest knockouts I've ever seen. It was like by elbows and punches. He's huge for the weight class. Like I said, he was a big 185er. Now he's just a huge 170er. His kickboxing is really good. He goes all Tekken on you. Like, seriously, he'll throw some combinations like elbow, left, uppercut, or like, roundhouse, spin kick, spinning back fist. He does something.
Feels like you play video game.
Yeah, some of Marquardt's fights, like if you see the Wilson Gouveia fight, he finishes with all these spin kicks. He uses combinations. He has good wrestling and really strong Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Definitely one of the more well-rounded fighters just out there.
Oh, he is. He absolutely is. I just depend on more technical, and hopefully that I can find some tiny mistake Ned is making.
Okay, it's feasible enough for sure. Okay, next right after that, Daniel Cormier fights Dion Staring.
Daniel Cormier.
Yeah, there's not much to say here, honestly.
He's 10-0 record undefeated.
Yeah, this guy knocked out Bigfoot. He's beat Josh Barnett. He's actually already inked a deal with the UFC. So he's there. He's gone to the UFC.
Yep.
Dion Staring, 28-7 record. Lots of 14 wins by KO TKO, 8 wins by sub. He's a training partner of also Overeem. He's 34 on a 6-fight win streak. Good kickboxing, and it's his first fight in Strikeforce, but he's not going to be able to handle the wrestling, that's for sure.
Yep.
Cormier's good on the feet, but if he's really smart, he'll just take the fight to the ground.
Yeah, he has good combination, heavy-handed, but that doesn't mean he has to stand.
Yeah, exactly. Olympic level wrestling. So.
You go on the ground, this is it.
Yeah. Okay, next right after that, Gegard Mousasi fights Mike Mac Kyle.
This is a tough one. I want to say Matt Kyle.
You're going with Kyle, okay, yeah.
Despite the 19A1 record, which is good record anyway, you talk about 12 KO, TKO, 3 submission. This guy has a one-punch KO power, very good on, boxing, and really utilize the jab. If you want to strike, you have to know utilize your jab, and this guy knows. Jab with combination and the KO power means very deadly in stand-up.
I got Mousasi here though. 32-3 record with 2 draws. 18 of those wins are by KO TKO and 10 wins by sub. He's only 27. He's a K1 level kickboxer. He's actually fought in high level kickboxing.
One thing about Mousasi is he is great, but been out, he been out fighting for a while.
Yes,
He out of commission for a while. So again, every time you have someone out of commission for that long, maybe a year or so.
Yeah.
I just don't know what's his condition, what's his mental, what's his motivation, and plus Strikeforce is going out of business anyway. Is he just coming here for money, or is he really coming here fight to win a title? I mean, I don't know. He's a great fighter. I respect him, but I feel like on the other hand, Michael training at AKA, I mean, he left his chin high, but his KO power, his boxing, his jab, it's very deadly.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's good. But I think that Mousasi has much more better technically.
I agree.
He's strong off his back. I do worry about his takedown defense a little, but Kyle's not the type to really go for takedowns.
No, he's not.
Okay. Next fight after that, we have Ed Herman, who's doing a favor here as he's replacing Lorenz Larkin, and he's going to fight Ronaldo Jacare Souza.
You know why? I always like Ed Herman, but I'm not going to pick him. Of course, I got to go Jacare, man.
Oh, man.
This is the top BJJ in the world, man. The top practitioner, Abu Dhabi's. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, man. Out of his 16 wins, 12 of them are by submission. And he knocked out Derek Brunson in his last fight. It's his first clean KO.
I really feel bad for Ed Herman because he is a great fighter. If he doesn't have to fight Jacare, he will be, such a great fighter. But this one just out of his league.
Yeah, this one's kind of tough because Ed Herman's a good test to see where Jacare will be in the UFC. Ed Herman, tough guy.
Yeah.
Improving stand-up. He has good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling himself. The only problem is it's not a great stylistic matchup for Jacare, who's one of the best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioners in the world. His striking's really improving. He's a judo black belt, as well.
And, for defense, really good offensive, takedown too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's just gonna attack you, judo your butt on the floor and then choke you out. I mean, that's his style.
Okay. And the final fight of the main card, we have Josh Barnett versus Strikeforce newcomer Nandor Guelmino.
Well, Josh Barnett, there's nothing to say.
There's not much to say here.
31-6 regular, 7 KO, TKO, 19 sub. I don't even know what else we need to say here.
Yes, catch wrestling specialist.
Yeah.
Suffocating top control. When this guy's on top of you, it's hell.
And not just that, he has strong chin, good kickboxing. He's very well-rounded. He can submit you. He can fight you. I mean,
with Nandor, he's 36-year-old on a 7-fight win streak. I don't think he'll. It's similar to Cormier versus Staring. I don't think he's going to stop the takedowns.
No.
I think he's just going to have a rough day in the office.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
On to the premium card and Showtime Extreme. Just to tell you, as of this broadcast, Pat Healy was supposed to fight Jorge Masvidal. Masvidal had to pull out. They are trying to find a replacement for Healy at this time. Okay, let's do this. Hoger Gracie fights Anthony Smith.
It's Gracie. What am I else gonna be? The top BJJ practitioner again. Gracie all the way.
Yeah, man. The thing is, Gracie's striking has a lot to be desired. He's working on his jab. Is actually pretty decent. His cardio didn't look good against Jardine. But, he's still new. He's only had 6 fights.
Again, he should utilize what he's doing the best, the BJJ, take down BJJ, and that's it. That's what you need to do.
You know what, though? Anthony Smith's not a bad fighter. The guy's tall for a middleweight. He's 6'4". He has a 17-8 record with 8 wins by KO TKO, 8 wins by sub. I mean, he's a finisher. 6 of his losses by KO TKO, though. He's only 24, but he's on a good 3-fight win streak. He's actually a good fighter. Win or lose, I'd like to see him in the UFC.
Of course. But unfortunately, this one's lose because he's going to get choked out.
Okay, next fight after that, Tim Kennedy fights Trevor Smith.
Well, Trevor Smith, 10-2 records, 1 KO, nice submission, another good BJJ practitioner. Today just BJJ day anyway. Good BJJ, decent striking, decent wrestling. Again, decent wrestling with a decent striking with decent BJJ that just well rounded.
Well, with Tim Kennedy, 14-4 record, 5 wins by KO TKO, 7 wins by sub. The thing, he trains at Jackson's, but one thing is, if you saw like the Colton Smith fight or any of Tim Kennedy's fights, he's just so relentless about taking his opponent down. I have Tim Kennedy winning by, he's good in the clinch. He's gonna grind. He's gonna make it kind of ugly.
Well, I understand now, and I saw his style. But I'm just saying that, Smith, he has a decent wrestling. I mean, he wouldn't mind to wrestle with you, and he has good BJJ, and then, striking is not that bad. So it's gonna be pretty even matchup.
Yeah, it could be. I think Kenny might have the edge in wrestling, though.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Let's see.
Okay. Next fight after that, Ryan Couture fights KJ Noon.
Oh, this one's really tough one for me, okay? I love KJ Noon, Cormier people all the way, but...
he's actually Hawaiian.
Okay, Hawaiian people all the way.
Yeah.
Anyway, Asian people, not KJ Noon.
Yeah.
Not KJ Noon. I Ryan Couture, man. Couture. Look, his dad, man. I have to respect his dad, okay?
Yeah,
Randy Couture, dude.
He's
Come
one
on.
of the Expendables, right?
What?
Just kidding.
Not Randy Couture. It's amazing, and his son. I mean, with all due respect, I think he's doing good. He's young with what's going on. 5-1 record, 1 TKO, 2 submission. 30 years old, 3 fighting win streak. I mean, of course, training extreme couture. I mean, what else he gonna train? I mean, he has strong BJJ, good wrestling, good clinch, and he has very strategized coach who's gonna tell him. So Randy Couture is good with mind game, good with what's going on, and he will be the same.
Yeah. Well, I got KJ Noons here, 11-5 record. One thing is with Noons, really good boxing. He's really good boxing. He'll hit the body punches. He'll hit the combinations. His takedown defense isn't too bad. I mean, he was getting taken down a lot by Josh Thompson, so I am a little worried about that. But otherwise, I think in the stand-up, I think Noons will beat him up in the stand-up and be able to keep the fight on feet.
Well, the reason I didn't pick KJ Noon is just because of wrestling. I mean, again, Randy Couture's wrestling is great. Ryan Couture's wrestling will be the same thing. I mean, if he's smart, follow the strategy, he will go take him down, wear him out, punch him, or BJJ him, and that's why I see how this fight should go.
Okay, on to the unaired prelims. Okay, George Gurgel fights Adriano Martin.
This is, again, every time I see George Gurgel, it hurts me.
Yeah, I never pick him.
He's a master for BJJ for everybody, but he will not use it. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, I don't know. He's very aggressive. He pushes forward, but he wants to kickbox.
His kickbox is just not as good.
Which is kind of funny because his record's 14-8. 10 of his wins are by submission and 4 wins by decision. It's just that as of late, he just doesn't. As of for a while now, he hasn't used his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He got a guillotine choke on his last win, but that was in just a couple seconds. I don't know. I don't really know if that translates to him like using Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu per se. You know what I mean?
I understand you save your secret weapon in the
I think the guy shot in on him or something.
I just don't know. Like if obviously numbers big, you have not win by KO or TKO. Why would you want to try that? But anyway. Despite Andrew Martin, I pick him because obviously his KO TKO record, 23-6 records, 11 KO TKO, 2 submission. Not gonna mention sub because it's not what I imagine gonna happen. I think he is gonna, work on the stand out with Guelmino and beat him out.
Yeah, I got Adriano Martins as well for the same reason.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, and finally, Michael Bravo fights Esteban Payet.
Michael Bravo, 7-3 regular, all 7 win by KO TKO. Definitely a finisher. It's this guy has his striker. Pretty much is 3 fighting, It's 3-5 win streak right now.
Yeah. And I got Esteban Payan, trains at Arizona Combat Sports, 13-3 record with 1 no contest, 4 wins by KOTK and 3 wins by sub. He's on a 4-fight win streak.
All right,
So-
let's recap this thing.
Okay. Nate Marquardt fights Tarec Saffiedine.
Stephanie,
Okay, I got Marquardt. Okay, Daniel Cormier fights Dion.
Daniel
Cormier. Mousasi versus Kyle.
Kyle,
Okay, Mousasi. Ed Herman versus Jacare. Jacare here. Barnett versus Guelmino. Barnett, yep. Okay. Hoger Gracie versus Anthony Smith. Hoger Gracie, yep. Tim Kendi versus Trevor Smith. Okay, Tim Kendi. Okay, Ryan Couture versus KJ Nunes.
Ryan Couture,
Okay, KJ Nunes. George Gurgel, Adriano Martins.
Adrian Martin,
Adriano Martins as well. And Michael Bravo versus Esteban Payan.
Michael Bravo.
Esteban Payan. So that's pretty much it for our predictions for Strikeforce, Marquardt versus Saffiedine. If you have any comments, just leave them below. You got any final words, my man?
Well, it's a couple of days before the end of 2012. Thank you for watching our channel. Thank you for subscribers.
Oh,
We
yeah.
are growing a little by little. Again, any comments, give us a comments, give us a feedback so we can be a better channel, bigger channel.
Cool. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for MMA for you.
Happy
Thank
New
you.
Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year, you guys.